Hi everyone, this is Darren here from the Music Vault, and this is going to be a special video, and I'll tell you why. A few years ago, I worked with a girl who was a massive Rush fan, and we would talk all the time about Rush. She had showed me pictures of where she had Walk of Fame, just a ton of stuff. And she had given me a few things, and I have them framed and I have them put over there. That was a long time ago. Well, she had developed a form of cancer and passed away about almost 3 years ago now, 2 years ago. Anyways, yeah, she had passed away. Beautiful girl. A lot of fun to talk to. Just a very kind soul. Anyways, she had she had what she called a Rush room in her house. And of course, we always talked about that and stuff. So after her passing, a friend of mine, another girl that I work with, had said something, I guess, to her husband about me, and somehow can't remember exactly the details. Somehow they got on the topic of the Rush merchandise or the Rush collection, and me and her, and had it all connected. And long story short, I was blessed enough that the family gave me her collection. And needless to say, from one Rush fan to the next, I was tickled pink. She's got stuff in here that I don't have, that some stuff I have, but a different copy, like different pressings. You collector geeks out there know all about the whole collection thing. Just some really, really cool stuff. And this video, I'm going to show you, I'm going to pay tribute to Pauline, and I'm going to show you guys just her Rush stuff. Like, the family gave me all her stuff in terms of music. There's bands like Big Sugar, Van Halen, Motley Crue, The Tea Party, all sorts of stuff. I'm just going to show you the Rush stuff. Oh, and she was a big Ozzy Osbourne fan too. That stuff I'll show in another video, and I'll pay tribute to Pauline in that with those videos. But this stuff is just her Rush stuff that, now mind you, some stuff, I think there's 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 CDs over there that have the cases but no CDs. So I got them over there. And as we all know, as collectors, we'll go through delete bins and we'll see like a rickety beat up copy, but the CD's in great shape. Well, boom, I'll slice it over and get rid of that and keep those. I have her concert tickets that, if you look right there, right there, those were some of her Rush concert tickets. She had magazines and like anything that had Rush on it. That I've got put away. I'm not going to pull those out. But they were Guitar Magazine, Drum and Bass magazines, Circus. There was a Circus magazine. Remember that Circus magazine from back in the 80s? Man, I remember having so many of those magazines, stacks and stacks of them. I just got thrown out over the years. Wish I would have kept them, but I didn't. Anyways, there's just so much stuff here. So I'm going to start with this. This is a signed Alex and Getty. Can you see the Getty? signature. And these are what they call publicity photos for the bands. So this is a signed Alex and Getty one, and I'm just totally stoked to have it. One CD I've got put away over here, or maybe down a little ways, is a Different Stages signed by Alex Lifeson, and I should have grabbed it, but I didn't. Oh well. Next up, and I have this album, but I don't have an original pressing. I have the reissue, and that is Rush Feedback. And this was still sealed. This was still had the cellophane on it, and I know that this is a first pressing because it had the hype sticker on it. And my leading encyclopedia of Rush knowledge, Donald Gadziola. Sorry if I butchered your name, but I just, you know how you just... Anyways, my buddy Donald told me, and that guy knows everything about anything about Rush. You have a question on Rush, I can get you the answer in a heartbeat, because that man knows everything. Probably, I would consider him a super fan, and great guy. But anyways, this is 180 gram original first pressing of Feedback. Another one that she had sealed that I have in my collection, but not a first pressing, from Donald, Snakes and Arrows. I have the reissue. I don't have a first pressing, and this is a first pressing. I put the hype sticker and everything inside here. Double vinyl, 280 or 180 gram double vinyl. Yeah. I was blown. If I would have just gotten those three things, I would have been happier than pig in mud. However, I didn't. She had 2 Rush golf balls. I don't think she ever golfed, but she's a Rush fan. I don't think she drank, but there's a Rush shot glass. Just stuff like that. I love collecting stuff like that. Here's a second golf ball, a little Rush icon. Oh, there we go. I love collecting stuff like that. It's just stuff, and I love collecting it. Rush playing cards. I've seen these. I went to get these, and now I think they're sold out, but now I don't have to worry about getting them because I have a pack right there, which I was totally stoked on. Now, to the music. She must have... I think Rockline was something on Q107. They would have interviews with bands and stuff like that, and it was called Rockline. This is Rockline. She had taped 2 tapes with an interview. I'm going to assume, I haven't listened to it yet, I'm going to assume that's Rockline with Neil Peart, and that's an interview with Neil Peart, double cassette. I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm interested to listening to that. Geddy Lee solo CD, which I'm happy to have a copy of that. All right, now I have this DVD package, but I have the single CD package. This is the triple CD package, which I don't have, and that is Snakes and Arrows 3 CD concert video. I love concert videos. I have a whole, probably 80 of them over there. R30 4-disc DVD. I'm not gonna pull this out. It's in a package. Like if you see, it's in a package, and it comes with a book, 2 guitar picks, our 30 guitar picks. Rush, Beyond the Gilded Light, Beyond the Lighted Stage. What am I saying? Gilded Light. I always say that. I always get that one mixed up. This is the Steelbook edition. Nice and hard with the Starman on the back. This was really cool because I don't have this. Makes me want to go out and buy a VHS player. Rush Show of Hands. I got so many copies of this Rush Show of Hands. CD, DVD, vinyl, VHS, everything. I love having it. And this one is the same. I have so many copies of this Rush Chronicles. Now I don't have this, but I have the CD. I don't have the vinyl either. I don't have the vinyl, but I have 3 copies on CD, and I have 3. They're double cassettes, so I have 3 copies on double cassette, and I have the DVD version, and I have the VHS version, which I was totally stoked to have. Now, I mean, most of this as a collector, and obviously Pauline was a collector as well, because, you know, anybody that accumulates anything, I don't care if it's whiskey bottles, beer bottles, art, you're a collector of something. And this is, for me, it's just, I love collecting this. I don't drink. I'm not a huge drinker. I quit smoking almost 17 years ago. So this is what I put my money into. And if I were to pass, my wife can get a return on it, even if she got 50 cents on the dollar for this stuff. She'd still walk away with a decent chunk of change. Because on Discogs, I'm almost at 100,000 for the cost of my collection, like what I could get for it if I got mint dollar. And I know I wouldn't get mint dollar for it, but high end is almost 100,000, low end is almost 40,000. So I'm doing okay when it comes to, you know, if I wanted to sell some of this stuff, I could probably get a decent buck for it. But I'm a collector, so it never leaves my collection. Up next, and I bet you $1,000 she got this from the same guy that I got my Testament and Megadeth concert bootleg. And this is Rush live in Toronto, Thursday, May 17th, 1990. Maple Leaf Gardens, Hi-Fi Stereo, 120-minute concert. And I know this is a bootleg because it's on VHS tape. And I remember the guy was selling these for, I think, for $15 back, well, the Testament show was 1990. So we're talking, what, 29 years ago, almost 30 years ago for these concerts. So, yeah, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so now we're going to get into, well, we'll do the cassettes. I would say all of these I don't have, and now I have them in my collection. This one I thought I had for the longest time. I looked and I don't. Rush Counterparts. I don't have this. This is Archives, but this is just the case. Signals is the cassette that's in there. So again, I'll keep it until, as a collector, we know how to wait. This is the Caress of Steel Archives. This is Chronicles Tape 2. Hemispheres. Now bear in mind these are all Canadian pressings as well. Rush Press, Hold Your Fire. And I was really stoked. Like, my era of Rush to Signals. That's my era. That's my favorite era of Rush. But I like all eras of Rush. But my favorite era is when they were a really more of a progressive metal band. They got the ball rolling for progressive metal as far as I'm concerned. Permanent Waves. A Farewell to Kings. Presto. A Show of Hands. And 2 copies of Exit Stage Left. Now, she had an Exit Stage Left on CD, and when I opened the CD up, or they had the booklets and the CD in this great big long case which she hung on the wall, and you can use them as a display. Unfortunately, the CD was snapped in half, so I will be on the hunt for just the CD. I just need the CD, and I just need the CD for like Moving Pictures, Fly By Night, Rush, the first Rush album, Power Windows. I need the booklet. So there's a couple of pieces there that I need that I shall wait it out, and eventually I'll get. Rush 2112. Everybody knows this album. Amazing album. My favorite album is Moving Pictures. This is a Clockwork Angels box set. Oh no, that's Snakes and Arrows in there. Oh, this, what am I talking about? This isn't Clockwork Angels. This is Snakes and Arrows. Hello. I'm still tired. Lately I've been really tired. And I just dropped it. There's the book. And the CD and box, which I thought, I'd never seen this. So I was really stoked to get that. Oh, that's the back. I've never seen this. Rush Retrospect 3. I have 1 and 2, but I've never seen Volume 3, and it's a double CD. Never seen that before. This I've seen, but I didn't have. I'm totally stoked to get this. This is Rush 2112 5.0, or 5.1, I mean. I was really stoked to have this, to see that she had that. This is Snakes and Arrows Live. That was toast. Again, I'm so thankful that I was, they gave all this stuff to me. I'm really thankful. And guys, if you're watching this video, and I know you are, because I'm going to send you the link, thank you very much again. It means a tremendous amount to me that it just didn't go by the wayside. It's going to go to somebody that's really going to appreciate it. And they have a picture of her at work in our lunchroom in a frame. Somebody got it framed in that. And I'm going to snap a picture, and then I'm going to have it developed, and I'm going to stick that picture in the one of the albums that I had from her. Just so that I know every time I listen to that album, I can think of Pauline and say thank you. Feedback on gatefold album type CD. Chronicles. Now this is the big double CD, and this is Chronicles, the single CD. Now I don't have a backing for this one, but she had double copies of this, and remember the band Varga? She had 2 copies of Varga, just the CD, inside the album of Varga. So I'm gonna pass that one along to my buddy, because I know he'll appreciate that. Rush, All the World's a Stage, and because I have 3 copies of that Varga record now, so I'll give one to my buddy. Rush, All the World's a Stage. Remasters of Farewell to Kings. Test for Echo. Vapor Trails. Presto, which I didn't have, and now I do. Power Windows. Now this is where I was talking about the booklet. If anybody has a booklet and they don't need it, an extra one, and you want to send it to me, get a hold of me and I will gladly accept it. And I'm not gonna, and if you're gonna send me a thing and say that you want $10 plus shipping, then keep it, because I can find a copy of that out in the wild and I can pay $2 for the CD in a delete bin and throw the CD away and keep the booklet. So Power Window, or Grace Under Pressure. Roll the Bones. Show of Hands. Remasters of Hold Your Fire. Remasters of A Caress of Steel. And Counterparts. So that's the music. And oh no, it's not. Sorry, I lied. Okay, so along in there she had a pressing of A Farewell to Kings. Now I have multiple copies of this. This will get a sleeve and will get shelved in my record collection, as well as Hemispheres. And this one was owned by her. This one was owned by Bill. And these are in really decent shape, the vinyl. So I'll keep those in my collection, as well as an old beat up version of All the World's a Stage, which is cool. I have this, I think 2 or 3 copies already in mint condition. I'd love, sometimes I just, especially Rush, I love collecting Rush stuff, but for nostalgic purposes, I love collecting stuff like this. And I framed it, Rush, the very first one. If this video goes off, I'm having problems with my storage on my thing, so if I'm speeding up, it's because it's flashing and I'm probably going to get cut off. So we've got 2009 Rush wall calendar, 2007 Rush wall calendar, Presto tour book, and I have to go through Time Machine tour book, Snakes and Arrows tour book, another Snakes and Arrows tour book, Vapor Trails tour book. Yeah, if I'm going fast, it's because my video is going to end. So, and I apologize for that. Roll the Bones tour book, R30 tour book, and Counterparts tour book, along with a really cool photograph of photocopied picture of Neil Peart that I think I'm going to get framed because I just like it so much. I think it looks cool, and frames are cheap. And then there was this puppy in there, Darien Lake, July 4th, Rush. The corner got ripped, but it's signed by the artist in this corner in pen, and it's numbered 38 out of 88. I'm going to have this framed, professionally framed, because it'll straighten out all the creases and stuff. Oh, and then in here, sorry about this, Rush Vapor Trails buttons, the R30 collector pack, And then these are the bobbleheads. That was really cool. And she's got these, which I've never seen before. These buttons. They're made out of wood. Painted red. Farewell to Kings. Fly by Night. All the World's a Stage. Hemispheres. And 2112. So I thought that was really cool. Plus she's got tons of keychains and like Q107 buttons. What else was in here? Like she's got stuff from Genesis. Oh, here's another Rush pin. Like the metal pins. Just stuff. Oh, the Gedster. What else is there? Another Motley, another one like that. Another Rush Q107 button. Oh, and then there's this keychain here. And then I got it up there already. I forgot to get it. Is the Roll Your Bones kind of medallion kind of thing. I thought was really cool, but I hung it on one of my guitars up there. And then and then they gave me these two great big posters. One is it says Rush, and it's this picture of the Starman, and another one. And I got that over behind my CD rack here, so it's kind of in the wall. And then over there, I've got a Neil Peart. Probably, I think he's doing some kind of drum promotion for his drums, for the drums that he uses on that one tour. I don't know what it was, what tour it was or anything. But that's all framed, and they're tucked behind things, and they'd be too big for me to hold up, like, because they're huge posters. They're bigger than these posters here. And you can't hang them on the wall, so they lean. So I want to say that is the extent of my newly acquired Rush collection. And I want to thank Pauline and her family for giving me all this stuff. Well, not Pauline so much as her family. It was unfortunate what happened to Pauline. But she is in a better place, as we all like to imagine and know, when you suffer a horrible disease, or like as cancer was, that she's resting easy now. And I forgot to tell you these. She had a set of Neil Peart R30 drumsticks. Now I don't know, these obviously aren't used. I think they're commemorative drumsticks from Promark, signed by Neil, but it's all like painted on kind of thing, like, you know what I mean? And then she had Jeff Plato from Trans-Siberian Orchestra set. And then I think he used these ones, because these are obviously from the same company, these Vader drumsticks. And these have been played, you can tell. Lots of rim shots. Anywho, and I forgot these, because I've got them all stacked quite nicely. Rush, Martin Popoff, Rush, Content Under Pressure, a Rush tribute, book, and Rush Visions, the official biography. And I'm gonna check that one out. This one's well loved, you can tell that she read it and highlighted what she liked, which I think is pretty cool. Anyways, that is my 30-minute tribute to Pauline and her amazing Rush collection. Again, I feel blessed. Thank you to her family for giving me her collection. It's in good hands, and it will remain in good hands until the day I die too. Anyways, God bless. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, give me a little click, subscribe. Okay? See you guys. Cheers.